Most Explorer owners use maybe 10% of what their SUV can actually do. Some of the functions in this video will save you time every single day. Others can save you from an expensive trip to the dealer. And the number one feature on this list is hidden so well that most owners never discover it during the entire time they own the vehicle. I'm RJ, 20 years working on Fords. Let's get into it. Number 20. Roll all the windows down from outside the vehicle. Before you get into a hot Explorer in the summer, press the unlock button on the key fob twice and hold it on the second press. All 4 windows lower simultaneously. By the time you open the door, the heat has already started escaping. Few owners realize this works without starting the vehicle. 3 seconds to a cooler cab before you even sit down. Unlock twice, hold, windows down before you open the door. Number 19. The seat moves out of your way automatically. As your Explorer has a power driver's seat and easy entry and exit is enabled in vehicle settings, the seat slides back and the steering wheel tilts up automatically when you turn the vehicle off. When you return and start it, everything returns to your saved position. It's one of those features that feels obvious once you know it, but it's completely invisible until someone points it out. Enable easy entry and exit in vehicle settings. The Explorer handles it from there. Number 18. The pedals move to fit the driver. The accelerator and brake pedals on equipped Explorers adjust forward and back electrically using a button on the lower left of the dash. For shorter drivers who feel stretched or taller drivers who feel cramped, moving the pedals instead of the seat often gives a better driving position. The button's easy to miss. It sits low on the dash where most people never look. Once you know it's there, the adjustment takes about 5 seconds. Lower left on the dash, pedals move forward and back independently of the seat. Number 17. Open the liftgate without using your hands. On Explorers equipped with the hands-free liftgate, a slow kick motion under the rear bumper triggers the liftgate to open automatically. No key fob, no button, the sensor does it. This was designed for the exact moment your hands are full. Groceries, a stroller, sports equipment. The reason it gets missed is that it requires the key fob to be within range, usually in a pocket or a bag. A slow, deliberate kick works better than a fast one. The system is looking for a sustained motion, not a quick swing. Slow kick under the rear bumper. Hands-free, every time. Number 16. The liftgate remembers your height. If the standard liftgate opening height hits your garage door or low ceiling, you can set a custom stop position. Open the liftgate to the height you want, then press and hold the button on the liftgate itself until you hear a confirmation chime. The Explorer saves that height and stops there on every open going forward. What surprises most people is that this setting survives ignition cycles. Set it once and it stays until you change it. Hold the liftgate button at your preferred height. One chime, position saved. Number 15. Open the rear glass without touching the liftgate. The rear window opens independently from the liftgate. There's a dedicated button in the cargo area and a separate control on the key fob on equipped models. Press it and only the glass swings open. The entire liftgate stays closed. Here's why this matters in real use. If you're parked close to another vehicle, a wall, or inside a tight garage, the full liftgate swing isn't possible. The rear glass gives you cargo access without needing the clearance for a full door swing. It's also faster when you only need to pass something small through. No waiting for the full door to cycle open and closed. The reason most owners never use it is that the button in the cargo area is easy to overlook. It's a separate press from the main liftgate release. Rear glass button in the cargo area. Opens the window only. Liftgate stays closed. Number 14. The mirrors fold automatically every time you lock. Most Explorer owners manually fold their side mirrors in tight parking spots and then unfold them when they return. What most don't realize is that the mirrors can be set to fold automatically every time you lock the vehicle and unfold when you unlock. Go into Vehicle Settings, find Mirrors, and enable Auto Fold On Lock. From that point forward, locking the Explorer folds the mirrors. Unlocking opens them. The manual habit disappears entirely. For owners who park in garages with tight clearances or city spots, this removes one of the most repetitive small annoyances in daily use. Vehicle Settings, Mirrors, Auto Fold On Lock. It handles itself from there. Number 13, turn off the double horn honk when you lock. By default, the Explorer honks twice when you lock with the key fob. In quiet neighborhoods, parking garages, or early mornings, this is unnecessary. It can be turned off through the vehicle settings menu under locks. The lights still flash to confirm the lock. The honk adds nothing. The reason this gets missed is that most owners assume horn confirmation is fixed. It isn't. Vehicle settings, locks. Turn off the confirmation honk. Number 12. The auto hold button does something most owners have never tried. There's a button on the center console marked auto hold that most Explorer owners have pressed accidentally or ignored entirely. Here's what it actually does. When auto hold is active, the brakes stay applied automatically after you bring the vehicle to a complete stop. At a red light, in traffic, on a hill, you can take your foot completely off the brake pedal and the Explorer holds position. The moment you press the accelerator, the brakes release the vehicle and it moves normally. This is especially useful in stop-and-go traffic and on inclines where holding the brake constantly causes fatigue. Owners who discover it tend to use it every single day afterward. Auto hold keeps the brakes applied at a stop. Foot off the brake, Explorer holds. Accelerator releases it. Number 11. Remote start doesn't have to run for a fixed time. Here's what most owners assume. The remote start timer is fixed at whatever the factory set. It isn't. Through vehicle settings, under remote start, you can adjust how long the engine runs. 5, 10, or 15 minutes depending on what you need. In mild weather, 5 minutes is more than enough. In extreme cold, where the cabin needs time to warm up and the windows need to defrost, 15 minutes makes the difference between getting into a comfortable vehicle and scraping ice for 2 minutes before you can see. In summer heat, 10 minutes gives the AC enough time to drop the interior temperature before you sit down. The setting takes 30 seconds to change. Most owners have been using the factory default their entire ownership without knowing it was adjustable. Vehicle settings, remote start, runtime. Set it once for your climate. Number 10, the Explorer will remind you to check the back seat. Rear occupant alert monitors the rear doors during a trip. If a rear door was opened and closed before the drive, meaning someone or something may have been placed in the back seat, the system alerts you when you turn the vehicle off to check the rear before walking away. For parents with young children, this is one of the most important functions on the vehicle. Most owners have never turned it on because they didn't know it existed. Enable it through vehicle settings under safety. Once active, any trip where a rear door was used before departure triggers the reminder at shutdown. It costs nothing to turn on and takes about 15 seconds to enable. Vehicle settings, safety, rear occupant alert. Enable it and leave it on. If you're finding things in this video you didn't know your Explorer could do, there are probably maintenance intervals and inspection points you've been missing too. That's exactly what the Ford Longevity Blueprint covers. Link is in the description. Number 9, frozen sync screen. This fixes it in 30 seconds. When sync locks up, screen unresponsive, audio stuck, navigation frozen, most owners restart the vehicle and wait. There's a faster fix that doesn't require turning the car off. Press and hold the volume knob and the forward track button simultaneously. Hold for about 10 seconds until the screen goes dark. Release. Sync reboots on its own in about 30 seconds. If your phone is connected, unplug it before the reboot and reconnect after. This resolves the majority of sync glitches without touching the ignition. Worth knowing before you're sitting in a parking lot waiting for the vehicle to fully restart. Volume knob plus forward track button. Hold 10 seconds. Sync reboots. Number 8, the Explorer can remember multiple drivers automatically. Driver profiles store your seat position, mirror angles, steering wheel height, climate preferences, and audio settings. Switching profiles restores everything in a few seconds. What surprises most people is automatic profile switching tied to the key fob. If each driver has their own fob, the Explorer detects which fob unlocked it and automatically loads that driver's profile before they even reach the seat. Set this up through the vehicle settings under driver profiles. Assign each fob to a profile. The Explorer handles the rest. No manual switching needed. Different fob, different driver. The Explorer switches profiles automatically. Number 7, your Explorer might be speed limited right now, and you don't know it. My Key is a Ford system that lets one key operate the vehicle without restrictions, while a second key The My key has programmed limits, speed cap, audio volume limit, and persistent safety alerts that can't be dismissed. The problem is that many owners buy a used Explorer with My key already activated by the previous owner. They notice that the vehicle feels restricted, won't go above a certain speed, audio won't turn up past a certain point, and assume something's mechanically wrong. Nothing is mechanically wrong. The vehicle is operating exactly as programmed. To check, go to Settings, My key, and see how many My keys are programmed. If there's an active My key and you want to clear it, you need the administrator key, a key that was never programmed as a My key. Go into Settings and clear all My keys. If you only have My key programmed keys and no administrator key, a dealer can reset it. But knowing this is the problem saves an unnecessary diagnostic appointment. Settings, My key. If your Explorer feels restricted, check here before calling a shop. Number 6. The fuel door has a manual release Ford doesn't advertise. The fuel door on the Explorer opens electronically. When that release fails, most owners assume they need a shop visit to access the fuel filler. There's a manual release inside the vehicle. In the cargo area, pull back the left side panel near the rear wheel well. Behind it, you'll find a small pull cord or tab. Pulling it manually releases the fuel door latch from the inside. The location varies slightly by year. Check your owner's manual for the exact position on your build, but the release exists on every Explorer. Knowing where it is before you need it is the difference between a problem and a 30-second fix on the side of the road. Left cargo panel near the rear wheel well. Manual fuel door release is behind it. Number 5. There are cargo tie-down anchors most owners never find. The Explorer's cargo floor has flush-mounted tie-down anchor points that disappear into the floor when not in use. They're not visible unless you know to look. Pressing on the anchor cover releases it to flip up, giving a secure attachment point for cargo straps. There are typically 4 in the main cargo area. On third-row models, additional anchor points exist under the floor panels in the third-row footwell. Most owners have been sliding cargo around in the back for years while these sat unused. Press the flush covers on the cargo floor, they flip up and lock into position. Number 4. You can see exactly how your teen is driving. If the vehicle has a My key programmed for a young driver, the teen driver system records data every time that key is used. Speed, maximum speed reached, distance driven, stability control events, and any forward collision or lane keeping interventions. Access the report through the settings menu under Teen Driver. The data covers the last trip or a summary across multiple trips. No app required, no subscription, everything is stored in the vehicle itself. The reason most parents miss this is that they set up My key for the speed limit and don't realize the reporting function exists alongside it. The limiting is the visible part. The report is the part that tells you what actually happened. Settings, Teen Driver, View Report. Every trip on the My key is logged. Number 3, you can create your own personal door code. The SecuriCode keypad on the Explorer's B pillar lets you enter a 5-digit code to unlock the door without a key or fob. Every Explorer comes with a factory set code. You can also program a personal code of your choosing on top of it. Go to Vehicle Settings, SecuriCode, and follow the prompts to add a personal code. Your custom code works in addition to the factory code. You don't replace one with the other, both remain active. This is useful for valet situations, for family members who need access without a fob, or for any time you want to leave the keys inside and lock the doors behind you. Program it once and it stays until you change it. Vehicle Settings, SecuriCode, add a personal code that's yours to keep. Number 2. Hidden storage locations most owners never open. The Explorer has several storage spaces that don't announce themselves. Under the cargo floor mat, there's a full-depth storage well that runs the width of the vehicle, large enough for jumper cables, a first aid kit, and roadside equipment. On third-row models, each third-row seat base lifts up to reveal additional storage underneath. In the front, the center console bin has a removable tray that reveals a deeper second layer beneath it. Most owners use the top layer and never know the second exists. Cargo floor, third row seat bases, center console under the tray. all storage most owners never use. Number 1. Every Explorer left the factory with a secret 5-digit code. Every Ford Explorer is built with a factory-programmed SecuriCode, a 5-digit code unique to your specific vehicle that unlocks the door from the keypad on the B-pillar. Ford never puts it anywhere obvious. Most owners have no idea what their factory code is. Some don't know it exists at all. And without it, you can't fully use the SecuriCode system. And you can't set up a personal code from scratch. Here's where Ford hid it. Check the sticker inside the driver's door jamb, on the door itself, or the door frame near the latch. On some builds, it's in the owner's wallet card that came with the vehicle paperwork. If you can't find it on the sticker, a Ford dealer can pull it from the vehicle's body control module at no charge. Once you have it, write it down somewhere you'll keep. That code stays with the vehicle for its entire life. It's the master key for everything the SecuriCode system can do. Lost both fobs? Keypad. Valet? Keypad. Family member needs access? Keypad. It's been there since the day your Explorer was built. Most owners never look. Driver's door jamb, on the door or the frame near the latch. That sticker has your factory code. Find it today. 20 functions. Every one of them was there the day you drove the Explorer off the lot. Ford Longevity Blueprint is in the description. If this helped you, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.